Hi guys, it's Christine and I am here with a fall TBR. I know in the past I've done TBRs by month, but I actually like to kind of group my books by season. Most of the time I associate books with a season rather than a month. Instead of giving you a September TBR or an October TBR, I'm going to give you my TBR of books that I want to read for September, October, and November, and I will do another winter TBR in December. So with that kind of intro in there, let's get started. So I'm going to split this into three sections, and the first section is books that I have put on my fall TBR but have already read. And that consists of pretty much just one book, and I finished this last night, and that is The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey. I really love this book. If you want me to do a review of it, let me know in the comments and I will definitely do one. But I loved this book and I could not put it down. The next section of this TBR are books that I have not read before but I'm looking forward to reading this fall, and I'm just going to quickly show you those covers. I'm not going to really talk about them because these have shown up in my other hauls and other TBRs and stuff like that. Books include Novel Without a Name by Duong Thu Huang, The Secret Life of Bees by Sue Monk Kidd, 13th Tale by Diane Sutterfield, Our Tragic Universe by Scarlett Thomas, and The Mirage by Matt Ruff. I am really looking forward to all of these books, especially the last two. And the third section of my TBR are rereads. These are books that I have read in the fall in the past and always kind of want to go back to in the fall, and we'll see if I actually get to them. They're always on my fall TBR every year and I've never actually reread them, but maybe this year will be the year that I do so. First of those books is American Gods by Neil Gaiman. I read this book in high school and I absolutely loved it. I've never actually reread it because it's kind of huge. It's like 600 to 700 pages, like 600 pages, and that's kind of a huge investment when you're in school or working or whatever. I probably should have read it over the summer, but first time I ever read this book was in the fall, and so it would feel like a betrayal to read it during any other season. The next book is a book that I first read in 5th or 6th grade. It was a really long time ago, and that is The Blue Sword by Robin McKinley. I really love her book Sunshine. I've read that a few times, and I just realized I still have this and The Hero and the Crown on my shelf, and even though these are books that I read when I was a kid, I remember that they were a little complicated and I didn't totally understand everything, so I'd really like to reread these, having read more of Robin McKinley's work now. And I know this is a book that's made for children, or intended for children, but I still think I'll get a lot out of it, and I'm looking forward to going back to this because this is a book that I remember very fondly from when I was a kid. Next of my fall rereads is In the Woods by Tana French. I'm a huge Tana French fan. I adore all of her books. I don't think there's a single book that I've disliked out of the 4 that she's published. And this one I read between my junior and senior year during the summer, and I started rereading it during the summer and then I got bogged down reading some other stuff, so I think this is what I'm going to read now that I just read The Fifth Wave and I've got kind of a book hangover from that, so I'm going to just jump back in where I left off and finish this, and this will be probably the next thing I complete on my fall rereads. And the last of my fall rereads is kind of a behemoth of a book, and that is House of Leaves by Mark C. Danielewski. I read this book in high school and I read it like right around Halloween. I think I finished it on like the night of Halloween during my junior year of high school, and I really loved it, and I'm really excited to go back to it and read it again, but I've tried twice to reread it and it's just so intimidating and it takes so much effort and time. It's a book that you really have to want to read, and sometimes I just want to sit down and turn my brain off when I read a book. I might get to this, I might not. If you've never read it, it's really good and it's really interesting, but once you've read it one time, you love it, but it's like when you play a video game and you don't really want to have to defeat those bosses again. Yes, House of Leaves is my video game boss of books. The other book on my fall TBR, even though I won't put it on my official list, is Arabian Nights. I'm still trying to finish volume 1. I've got about 250-300 pages left, and that is just a beast. But I'm going to be a little more diligent about reading it because I don't think I picked it up in like a month. So, but I do really want to finish that before the end of the season, so that's also on the back burner kind of my TBR. So that is my fall TBR, guys. Thanks for watching. If you've read any of these books, please comment down below and tell me what you thought of them. And that is it. So thank you for watching, and I hope to speak to you guys again soon. Bye!